What's going on today, YouTube? Today we got the last video for the season and record predictions of all 32 NFL teams, and why not finish with one of the best teams in the NFL, in my opinion. Probably the most talent-filled roster in the NFL all the way around. Linebackers, quarterback, running back with James Cook's addition, wide receiver, safety, cornerback, D-line, offensive lines, and then tight ends, Going more into their season predictions, I think that Josh Allen could possibly win MVP. Devin Singletary and James Cook, I think, are going to be a very solid running back duo for Josh Allen. And then obviously you have Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Emmanuel Sanders, I believe, is still there. And then I can't think of any other wide receivers notable off the top of my head for that team. Dawson Knox, like I said, is a meh tight end. He's not bad. He's not super good. And then that offensive line has held up, and I don't think it's going to do any worse than that this year. Moving on to their defense with Ed Oliver, Tremaine Edmonds, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Tre'Davious White, Matt Milano, Gregory Rousseau. The first-round pick, Kaiir Elam, I think is going to have a good year. But the fourth-round corner that I'm spacing on his name right now is supposedly having a better camp. So we'll see who starts opposite Tre'Davious White right there. But I think this is going to be a great team. Moving into their record prediction, I have them losing week 1 to the Los Angeles Rams. If you haven't seen my Rams video, go check that out in the playlist down below with all other 31 teams now, I can say, because this is the 32nd. Week 2, winning against the Tennessee Titans, and week 3, beating the Miami Dolphins. I just think they have a better roster than both these teams and better coaching, in my opinion, with Mike Vrabel. And I can't remember the coach that came over from San Francisco, but the rookie head coach in Miami. Week 4, losing to the Baltimore Ravens. I just think that this is a chance that the Buffalo Bills could just play terrible like they did a couple times last year, most notably against the Jacksonville Jaguars and losing that game. Week 5, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. Week 6, beating the Kansas City Chiefs. And week 8, after their bye in week 7, beating the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, the Pittsburgh win is a lot different than the Kansas City and Green Bay win, but they're all three going to be, pretty sizable wins facing the opponent as it is, with the great defense from the Pittsburgh Steelers, great offense from the Kansas City Chiefs, and then the decent offense, which is always going to be decent, at least with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, and then the great defense in Green Bay. Moving on to week 9, beating the New York Jets, just a better team overall, and I just think it's going to take a few years for that young team in New York to actually put the pieces together. Week 10, beating the Minnesota Vikings. I just think the defense is going to let loose a lot of points for the Vikings, and the Buffalo Bills are going to score a lot of points. Week 11, beating the Cleveland Browns. Without John Watson, I think this team is very unloaded. It doesn't really have the gunpowder to spark the explosion that will be with Deshaun Watson on that team. Week 12, Week 13, Week 14, Week 15, beating all worse opponents, in my opinion, in Detroit, New England, New York again, and Miami. I just think all 4 of these teams have a lot of young pieces that need time to develop. Miami less so, with having Tua, who's supposed to be an experienced quarterback. Obviously, Tyreek Hill, Jerome Baker, who's been in the league for a while, Xavier Howard, who's been in the league for a while, Byron Jones, who's been in the league for a while. So I just think all 4 of these teams are worse. Week 16, Week 17, probably a bottom feeder in the NFL in Chicago. Week 17 being the Cincinnati Bengals, who are going to be a great team this year. I don't think last year was a fluke, and I don't think they will go on a Super Bowl hangover, although they could. I'm glad this is a Monday Night Football game. And then Week 18, dropping the game to the New England Patriots. I'm not even sure if any Bills starters at this point would be playing, like, any at all. I think this might literally be a preseason roster playing the New England Patriots starters. So that's going to be it. It's a 30-second video, going 14-3, being the number 2 seed. Prior years being a first-round bye, but now it's just the first seed getting a first-round bye. And the next NFL video you guys will see will be the playoffs and my ultimate Super Bowl prediction. Make sure to like the video if you liked it. Make sure to comment down below what you think I'm stupid on and how you think I've done with all 32 teams. And then subscribe if you enjoy watching the videos and want to see who I think is going to win the Super Bowl. Peace.